Hi, my name's Benedict Garrett. I'm from Northamptonshire and I'm here in London at the clinic for my third session. I guess I started losing hair about 7 or 8 years ago. It wasn't a complete hair loss, it was just beginning to thin in certain areas, receding hairline, my crown was beginning to bald. And it wasn't actually something I particularly noticed, it's other people began to notice and commented on it. And then also because I do performing and I was in theatre at the time and I'd seen pictures and I thought, oh yeah, I am beginning to lose. That for many years then, what I was doing to cover up the fact that I was thinning was I bought these essentially hair in a can or hair thickening spray, and I would just fill in the blanks. And it looked good, it looked fine. There's no problem with that, but the issue was that sometimes I wouldn't bother to wash it out, and I'd fall asleep on my white pillows, and I'd wake up in a big, blanket of black on my pillow. Or if I leaned against someone's wall, there would be a patch of black on their wall, which is a bit embarrassing. Or if it rained suddenly, when you were out, you get black dripping all the way down your face, which isn't really a good look. You end up looking like some kind of commander or something, been out in the fields. So that's been my experience up until now. So when I heard about this, I thought, well hang on, because I'd already beginning to start to shave my hair about a year ago, thinking, let me embrace the fact that I'm thinning and let me just, get rid of the hair and stop using the thickening spray now. And now this is a good alternative to actually give the impression of having hair, but deciding to shave it off. I did take a few painkillers beforehand, but I didn't have any kind of cream on my head that was going to numb the pain the first session. And it was fine to start with, but obviously you're there for 2-3 hours the first time. And it is slightly painful, I'm not going to lie, it is slightly painful, but it's a bearable pain, And yeah, the scalp does feel quite raw afterwards and there is a bit of redness. That goes down. I mean, it even went down within a few hours, but it was still slightly red. But I went, the last time I had it done, I had a party that night and nobody particularly commented on my head being particularly red, but obviously I noticed. But it goes down over a few days, so, but yeah, so yeah, it's all fine. This type of treatment is relevant for quite a few different circumstances, but I would say people who are in a similar situation, for me it's ideal because you've still got some hair coverage and it's really just in the case of filling in the gaps. And it's also good for people who've got nothing and want to add something there as well. But they can work with any kind of situation, any kind of state that your head might be in, and try and deal with that. But I also think it's quite an economical solution as well. There is obviously the option of having hair transplant, but I believe that can be extremely expensive. And for somebody who, because I was already shaving my head anyway, and I was happy with reshaving my head, it was just, the moment you let it grow slightly, it was even more obvious. And also, I feel, and not that this is something I was expecting, but I feel younger. And actually, in pictures I see, I look younger for some reason. And I'm not using any facial creams. I haven't had any Botox or anything. It's just a simple case of adding the impression of having hair to your head that somehow gives this impression, and maybe it's just a psychological thing, I don't know, of feeling slightly younger, which is always a bonus, but I'm not changing anything in terms of, turning back the clock in any way, apart from that. It's simply just that to my head, and if that's all it takes, then that's been amazing.